So, Bob, you and I have known each other for quite a while, and word on the street is that you are actually going to become a missionary to Argentina. And so this means not a short-term mission trip, but you're actually planning on moving to Argentina to live and serve as a missionary.
Yeah, leave it all behind.
Yeah, and so what was the process? I mean, what prompted this interest in becoming a missionary to Argentina?
Yeah, it's been on my heart for a long time. I was working for a mission organization years ago, back in like 2003, 2004. I started working there, and I'd see these pictures come in all the time of these kids just having a great time with these missionaries, and it just kept tugging on my heart. And finally, you of all people had invited me to go on my first mission trip to Argentina, and God just opened my eyes in an unbelievable way to Himself. And then on my second trip down there, He really revealed what I would be doing when He called me, and that would be working with teens.
Okay, awesome. So what exactly then will you be doing in Argentina? Working with teens and...
Yeah, I'll be mentoring teens in these two areas, Rivadavia and Rafael Castillo, which are extremely impoverished areas of Argentina, right on the outskirts of Buenos Aires, the capital. Like you think of the buildings, they'd probably be torn down by U.S. standards. There's lots of drugs in the city.
Right.
There's people living in the streets. The kids themselves are just brought up in this mess. There's a lot of abuse in the families. So it's just really, for me, it's going down there and speaking truth into these kids' lives. They've been torn down for so long, and I've been used personally already to really just build up some of these kids, and some kids that were really bratty kids or really like bully-oriented kids have totally changed their lives. They've changed their lives for Christ. They're now leading in the churches, and that's really what God is calling me to do, is to bring up Christians, bring up disciples for Christ.
That's awesome. And I know the area you're talking about, and indeed it is. It's like incredibly just low income conditions. So that's pretty cool what you're going to be doing. So now, when are you going down? When are you going to be doing this?
You know, God's put it on my heart to be down there pretty soon, but it really comes down to when I get funded.
Okay.
I can't get there any faster than people are willing to support me.
Right. Well, yeah. All missionaries have to raise support, and so
call it fundraising.
Yes, it's called fundraising. And every missionary I noticed, their least favorite part is to ask for capital. But so it's really primarily just raising the money.
It is, but I think people kind of lose track of what fundraising really is, because it's not just. I mean, like you think of going down for the Great Commission. People automatically think, oh, that's the missionary's job to do. Mm-hmm. But in reality, it's everybody's job. The missionary is never going to be able to be a missionary without a support team.
Right, absolutely. So how can we support you?
Realistically, I have an account set up through Latin American Mission, which is the organization I'm going through.
Right.
They can go to www.lam.org/missionaries/BOB-HAGER.
Bob Hager.
That'd be
right.
That'd be correct.
Right.
Or you can just email me, or you could, or anybody else could email me at at bhager, BHAGER, at hotmail.com, and I could just be happy to give out that information.
All right. So
when was the last time you had mate?
I actually drink mate in the winter.
Really?
And so
it's like my replacement to coffee these days. It's like such a...
Yeah, I do mine a little different, so I'll put honey in it. But in the winter, or sometimes where I'm just in the mood for some tea, or kind of my throat's hurting or something like that. So that's when I have my mate and just throw the honey in.
Power this stuff down.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
One thing that one of the guys showed me down there, I think it was one of the gals. They put like a tablespoon of coffee in it.
Dude, no way.
And it's like amps it up that much more, but
it
also tastes really good.
That's their Red Bull version.
Yeah.
Mate. So it's actually how do they call it? They call it yerba mate or something like that.
Yerba mate.
So it's it's like from the tea family. It's like a bush. It only grows in I want to say obviously Argentina. I think Uruguay. And maybe parts of Paraguay. So that's the cool thing, is it's something that's distinct.
I like the fact that it's like one of those social drinks. Everybody passes it around.
Yeah.
It looks a little funny. Looks a little suspicious.
Yeah.
But
so if the money came in, you would leave?
And if the money came in, I would probably be gone within 2 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
I know there are a couple more things need to be done with Latin American Mission, but it's just a matter
So
of
what are you gonna do with that vehicle you have out there?
that baby, that gray baby is going to be
Saturn.
for sale.
Now, as you'll notice, it's parked on an angle because we always have to push start it. That's why he always parks in an angle, because we have to push start it.
I always park it on a slight downward slope, so I don't need to push it too hard. But it is going to be fixed.
Yes. So to some lucky buyer out there,
I'm dropping a new starter in
this Saturn
next week.
This Saturn with a new starter can be yours for the incredible price of free.
No. Now I want to buy a plane ticket with that.
¿Cómo está su español?
Muy bueno.
Muy bueno.
Sí.
Okay.
Sí. That's coming along.
¿Cómo se dice? Aprenderando y aprenderando. You're learning and learning and
Aprendiendo
yeah.
mucho más español.
Yeah.
Mi español
Necesita practicar, ¿sí?
necesita practicar mucho más.
Muy bien.
Pero when I get down there,
Yeah. Cool, man. And you're gonna live in downtown downtown Buenos Aires when you first get there, El Centro.
yeah,
I think that's gonna be rad, dude.
that's gonna be cool.
All right, I'm gonna come down and see you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I've got a few friends that are stating they're going to come down
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, downtown Buenos Aires is pretty cool. I've always, at the night scene there, it's just totally different than what it is in the daytime. Of course, as you well know, Argentines, they don't even really wake up until 10 o'clock at night or something. So
Dinner at 12.
But yeah, then I hope we can bring a team down in 14, from City.
That would be
Maybe
awesome.
Go out and do some work with you guys.
I got some ideas for. I know they do like a teen camp for kids on the beach.
Yeah.
If you like come out at a different time of the year.
Dude, now see, that's one place I've never been is Mar del Plata.
Yeah,
That's what they call. That's the one place. I've been to Mendoza, I've been to Patagonia, but I've never been to the beach there yet. So,
Yeah, so I think that
all right,
would actually
okay, that's
be
the
a
plan,
kinda
dude.
cool
Okay, so you know what? Let's just plan on it now.
Cool.
2014.
All right.
Okay, and then I've actually got to get going. One of my friends is retiring today. He's like a maintenance worker, and so today's his last day.
Okay.
And
Cool.
so it's just a great guy behind the scenes. So I want to go wish him well.
Awesome.
Well, that's awesome, man. God bless you for what you're doing. And to me, it's just a great story to be a middle-aged dude that's going to pick up and leave the United States to go down and serve, these teens and kids there on the outskirts of Buenos Aires. Is awesome. So I encourage you guys, hey, get in touch with Bob Hager. At the very least, pray for him, and let's celebrate what God is doing in his life, and through our single adults here, and through City of Grace. It's exciting to see one of our very own going to fill the Great Commission in an international way. Thanks for checking this video out.